So the next test here. You can follow me and write test 5.2 E, okay, E. 5.2E, this will be under exercise 5.2, question B, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, you'll find this on textbook, page 111. Write it likewise as I've written. Okay, so here we read the question B8. B8. An AP consists of 50 terms, of which the third term is 12 and the last term is 106. Find the 29th term. So here, okay, given to us are some information. Consists 50 terms means number of terms is n, total number of terms 50. Then the third term is 12. So we know A3 will be the third term is 12. Let us put this as a question 1. And then last term is 106. So if total number of terms is 50, maximum 50, then the last term will be the 50th term. So A50 will be 106. Because the question is saying the last term is 106. So the 50th term will be the last term, because the total number of terms here clearly is given in the question as 50. So these are the primary informations given in the text, and we have to find the last sentence. Look there into your textbook. Find the 29th term. So that means we have to find the A29 is the 29th term. That's what we have to find, right? So from equation number 1, let us take this one from 1. Let's take this. A3 will be equal to 12. So we know A3, following this formula here, AN is equal to n minus 1, A plus n minus 1 into D. So A first term plus 3 here means n is 3, so n minus 1, 3 minus 1 into D. We'll replace this equal to 12. We're using this formula, right? So here, that gives you A plus 3 minus 1 is 2, so 2D will be 12. So A can be written as 12 here. And if you shift this here, plus 2D to right side minus 12D. Let us keep this one as equation 3. Okay, so similarly, let's do the same thing for equation number 2. We have here A50 is equal to 106, as you can see here. So doing the same thing that we did through these steps, let's do for A50 as well. A50th term is A plus n minus 1. N is here 50 minus 1 into D. Using this formula again, AN equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. A plus n is 50 minus 1, n minus 1 into D equal to 106. So here A plus 50 minus 1 is 49. Getting right. 49D is equal to 106. So that implies here, now we can replace this A, which is the same as this here, first term, by this value 12 minus 12D. 12 minus 12D. Okay, the third term is 12. Yes. Okay, so here, oh sorry, we made a mistake here. Plus 2D go to the right side is minus 2D, not 12. So 12 minus 2D. Okay, 12 minus 2D is the value for A. We're replacing this A value here by this one. And the rest is same, unchanged. Plus 49D is equal to 106. So if we continue from here, then we're going to get here. That implies, okay, that implies getting right. So here 12 minus, here minus, but wait for the minus here. Here minus 2d plus 49d means bigger absolute value is plus 49, smaller one is minus 2. So when we have plus and minus, we subtract. So 9 minus 2 is 7, and here 4 left. The bigger absolute value is 49, bigger than 2, and its sign, 49's sign is plus. So this answer 47 will also have the same sign with the bigger absolute value plus. So minus 2d plus 49d will be plus 47d will be equal to here 106. So just go through the simplification process carefully and we'll get our answer. So we have here 47d, the term containing d, just keep it as it is. So these two, just keep it as it is and shift this here, no sign in front means plus 12 to the right side become minus 12. So that gives you 47d will be equal to 106 is the bigger absolute value having no sign in front means plus. 12 is a smaller absolute value having a minus sign in front. So plus minus means subtraction again. 6 minus 2, 4. 0 less than 1, so it borrows this 1 and become 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. 1 already borrowed, so no more left. And plus sign here will be put here. So write those things on your graph. It's going to be important. Plus 94 is the result of 106 minus 12. So d will be 94 divided by this 47 into, if you shift to right side, we'll go down to denominator. And we know that 47 into 2, 2 sevens are 14, 2 fours are 8, plus 1, 9. Exactly coming out, so 41, 4 sevens are, 1s are 47, 47, 2s are 94. So the d value we got is now 2. We have to find the 29th term by using this formula maybe, okay, or by the second formula also we can do, but whether we use the third formula or the second formula to find the 29th term, we will need a and d here. See, a and d, we also a and d, we already have n here. So I will write here, n though we already have here 29. So to find a, it's quite simple I think now, putting this d value we obtained here equal to 2 in equation number 3, we will get, because why we took 3 is perfectly arranged to find out our a, see here. So you write here a equal to 12 minus 2 into d, and d value is here already here 2. So that will be equal to 12 minus 2, 2s are 4, right? And simple subtraction, 12 minus 4 is 8. So our a value is 8 and d value is 2. So we have a and d means we can easily find the 29th term. So you write here, therefore, the 29th term means a29 following this formula, a plus n minus 1, n here 29 minus 1 into d. So that will be equal to a is, as you can see, plus 8 plus 29 minus 1 is 28. So you write there 28 into d value here, as you can see, is 2. So we're going to get here 8 plus 28 into 2 is 56. So that will be equal to 64, I think. Yeah, 64. So the 29 term value is 64. Same as the textbook answer, yes. So like that. Or you can also use this formula here. This is enough, but if you are to use or this formula, then A29 formula will be A plus 29 means 1 lower, 28D using this formula, and we can easily get here A is 8, so you can write there 8 plus 28 into D is 2, and you'll find out you'll get the same answer, 8 plus 28 into 2, 56, so So whether you use this formula like we did here to get the 29 term, or you use this formula as you did here plus 28d, your answer or result is going to be the same. So it's up to you, right? So here, once we're through, 8 is done. Let's go to 9. As I've been saying here, you need not show both methods. If you have chosen this, just use this. If you have done this, then just do a single one of them. No need to put double there. Okay, just letting you know. Just letting you know that there are two options that you can choose from, right? Let us go to 9, B9. B9, let me read the question for us. So here, B9 is, if the third term and the ninth term, listen carefully, 9 terms of an AP are 4 and minus 9 respectively. So here, let us start writing. Given to us are the third and the ninth term value. So A3 represents the third term. Value is the first one, 4, equation number 1. And ninth term, so A9 will be minus 8 according to question. So these two informations are given first. Which term of this AP is 0? So there is a 0 in this AP, but which term is it? A20, 30, which one is having value 0? So let nth term, okay, which term of this AP, nth term of this AP be 0. Let us suppose that. So if nth term is 0, that means nth term value is an is the nth term, 0 we're assuming. So let's just write here from 1. So in order to find out which term, fifth or the seventh or what term is having value 0, let's first find out this A and D by using these two. So from equation number 1, we have A3 is equal to 4. So that implies A3 multiply using this formula, an equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. We're going to write here A plus your specific n here is 3 minus 1 into D. Okay, 3 minus 1 into D equal to 4. Same here, 4. So A plus 2D, because 3 minus 1 is 2, is equal to 4. So A is going to be 4 minus 2D, because if you shift this plus 2D to right side, it becomes minus 2D. Let's put this one as equation number 3. Then doing this similarly for equation number 2. Getting right. So here A9 value is minus 8 according to the textbook. Apply this formula again. A9 will be A plus your specific n here is 9, n minus 1, 9 minus 1 into D equal to minus 8. So A plus 9 minus 1 is 8, so you write 8D minus 8. So now this A is the same as this here. First term A can be replaced by this here. This A will be replaced by this, therefore 4 minus 2D replaces A plus 8D equal to minus 8. And we write here, since using equation 3 value. I think I forgot to write this in the previous question 8, where we replace this 3 value inside this A value. Go back to the place, okay? You can pause the video and go and rather using equation 3, give the reason there. Okay, next here. Once you're through with that, then here, that implies 4 and then minus 2D plus 8D is plus 6D. If you want me to show that, then bigger absolute value plus 8, smaller one minus 6. As you can see here, minus 2d plus 8d means bigger is 8. So subtraction, because plus minus, so 8 minus 6 is 2. Bigger number has plus, so here also plus. So this here minus 2d plus 8d will be plus 6d. Not sorry. And then minus 2d, sorry. So here minus 2 plus 8 minus 2. So here subtraction 6 and bigger ones plus 6d. That's how you're getting this plus 6d, these two combined, equal to minus 8. So you write here equal to minus 8. Then 6d therefore will be equal to, this is minus 8 on the same side, so just keep it, and this no sign in front means plus 4 go right side, minus 4. So 6d will be equal to minus 12, because when both are minus, we add. So 8 plus 4, 12, and both are minus, the sign is minus. So here d value is going to be as minus 12 divided by 2. Minus 12 divided by 2, divided by 6, this 6 will come down. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12, so minus 2 is the value for d. So in order to get your a, you can write down here, putting d equal to minus 2 in equation number 3, we get, right. So why? Because a is perfectly arranged to find a equal to 4 minus 2d, as you can see here. So now we can put here 4 minus 2 into d is minus 2. As you can see here, this d, 4 minus 2 into d, equal to 4 plus 2, because minus into minus is plus, and 2 twos are, 4. 2 twos are 4. So this is 8. So the first term value is 8. A is 8, d minus 2. So now we can answer our question. Now since here from the beginning we have assumed that, since we have assumed let n term of this AP be the 0, they were saying which term of this AP value is 0. So we have said let the n term be 0. Since we didn't know which one is it, we're just putting n. So that means we're assuming a nth value is 0. The nth term value is 0. So applying this formula, you're going to get a plus n minus 1 into d. an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. We have put equal to this is same 0. A value just now we got plus n we don't know yet, n minus 1 into d is minus 2. As you can see, a equal to 8 and d equal to minus 2. So let us write here n minus 1 into minus 2, just keep it untouched, equal to 0, so just keep it untouched and shift this one to right side, and plus 8 becomes minus 8. So that gives you n minus 1 into minus 2 equal to 0 minus 8 is minus 8. 0 will not affect the minus 8. So this minus on the right side and this on the left will can cancel because it's multiplied here. Okay, so here this minus and this minus can cancel because there's a term gap, but here it's a factor, so minus and minus can cancel. So n minus 1 will be equal to 8 into 2 means 2 will go to denominator, 2 4s are 8. So that implies n will be equal to here plus 4 left, shift this minus 1 to right side, become plus 1, which is equal to 5. So when n is 5 only, n is 5 means the fifth term is 0. So since n is 5, you can now write, you got your n, which is unknown now. Therefore, the fifth term, so this is your answer, the fifth term of this AP is 0. That means the fifth term value is 0. One more question, 10. Okay, I hope you're getting it. Okay, so let's look there. Question number B10, I think the last one for this test part. Let me read the question for us. The 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. Find the common difference. So here, let D be the common difference, because we usually use small d as the symbol for denoting common difference. So 17th term exceeds the 10th term by 7. Listen carefully. 17th term is, okay, so you can write here as per question if you want to write like this. As per question means according to the information given in the question. 17th term, A17 is a 17th term. Exceeds means 17th term is higher in value. Exceeds the 10th term, higher means minus, lower one, higher. 17th term has higher value, 10th term has lower value. So this 17th term value exceeds the 10th term value by 7 means 17th term value minus 10th term value is equal to 7. Let me give you a simpler example to get you this. You and your friend, let us say, in your same class, in a particular test, your marks exceeds your friend's mark, means your mark, your friend's mark, your mark scored in a exam, okay, in maths, let us say, exceeds your friend's mark, means your mark is more, by 7, means your mark is higher minus your friend's is lower, 7. Apply the same analogy to understand this. 17th term value, your mark, minus 10th term value, your friends. The difference is 7, means yours minus your friends, which is lower mark, 7. Are you getting it right? So here, let us apply the formula here. AN, here we can see very clearly, AN value is A plus N minus 1 into D. I'm just writing repeat to stress what we're doing here. See, A17, therefore AN is this much, means A17 will be same formula, A plus N. So our N here is specifically 7. A plus N is specific N here is 17 minus 1 into D. N minus 1 into D. N minus 1 into D for this one. Okay, so you can separate it, this one, and minus. Similarly, A10 will be A plus N is now 10 minus 1 into D. This is the formula applied for A10 using this formula. This is the formula applied for A17 using that formula. Is equal to 7. Remember, you have to find only D, common difference. So here, let me write here. A plus 17 minus 1 is 16, D. It is as simple as that. Similarly here, don't remove the bracket now. A plus 10 minus 1 is 9, D. Okay, so here, already 10 minus 1, so I remove this bracket, is equal to 7. Now let us remove the brackets. Outside no sign means plus. So you can just remove this bracket without doing anything, because outside plus means whatever is inside will remain same. Where we have to be cautious is when the outside sign is minus like this. Then you have to multiply the outside to the inside to remove this brackets. So here minus into no sign plus means plus, minus into plus, minus A, minus into plus, minus. So 9D. That way, when you multiply outside to the inside, this bracket will disappear and, in other words, removed. So here, no sign in front is plus A, here in front is minus A. So plus A minus A is 0, just like plus 2 minus 2 is 0. Then we are left with here plus 16D and minus 9D. So bigger one is plus 16, smaller one minus 9. So put the lower absolute value down and higher absolute value always up with this proper sign. 16 has plus sign, 9 has minus sign. So plus minus means subtraction, right? So 16 minus 9, think about it. Yes, 16 minus 9 is 7. To make 16, you already borrow the 1 here. So no number left. Upper sign is plus, so here also plus 7. So you're going to get equal to 16D minus 9D is 7D. You can write those things on your right is equal to 7. So that implies D will be equal to, okay, that implies D will be equal to this 7 here. 7 into means if you shift right side, it will come down. 7 ones are 7, 7 1 by 7. So 1 by 1 is 1. So the required common difference is 1. That's our answer. That completes the part for this test 5.2E. I hope you got it right. Okay.